WYNN is a scanning and reading program used to help job seekers with learning disabilities and visual impairments access printed information. WYNN can be used to scan and read print documents, create documents using WYNN's literacy support tools, and also create large print and audio files for accessibility. WYNN uses the Pearl camera to scan documents. An image of the Pearl camera is shown below, and the Pearl should be set up next to your computer as shown. The rest of this tutorial will go through some examples of using WYNN and walk you through how it can be used at your job and career center. Okay, let's begin the WYNN tutorial by scanning a document. In WYNN, I've got a toolbar that is listed in the upper left corner. The first button is the Read button. The next one is the Read Only or Write button for editing purposes. The next one is the Scan button. Then the Exact View, the Size, the Word Spacing, the Color, the Speech Rate, Dictionary, and Go to Web. This is our custom toolbar. And I'm going to scan the document by pressing the Scan button. You're going to hear we just heard a little camera flash, and then the information appears on the screen. I'm going to click the Exact View button, so we'll look at what this document is. This is something from the Job Accommodation Network, and I can go ahead and read this document either in this Exact View or in the text view. So I could switch back to the text view now. If I click Read, we'll see what the document looks like.
Job Accommodation Network, Practical Solutions Workplace Success, Accommodation and Compliance Series.
Okay, now I'm going to switch to the text view. In the text view, one of the neat things that I can do with WYNN is what we call visual tailoring. With visual tailoring, I can change the size of the text, and this incrementally will change the size of the text. So it's going to increase it and then decrease it. So it'll get bigger, 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 and then smaller, and then back. I can also adjust the word spacing. One of the nice things about adjusting the word spacing is some people have trouble with crowding, and adjusting the word spacing makes it easier to read for people that find that to be an issue. We can also adjust the color. So with the color, I can change the different color combinations, and many people with learning disabilities and also visual impairments can benefit from color changes here. And let's go back to we'll use this color setting for the rest of this. I can go ahead and click the Read button to continue reading along.
Employees with diabetes.
Okay, and now if I want to add a document to this, I'm just going to take my document, turn the page over, and we'll scan. Actually, it looks like the third page here. The second page seems to be just some copyright information. So let's go ahead and scan that now. I'm going to press the Scan button again. And here we go. So now we're into the text of the document, and then again I can press the Read button to read that.
Jan's Accommodation and Compliance Series. Introduction.
Okay, so I'm going to pause that now. That's an example of how you can scan and read documents with WYNN. A couple other things I can do is change the speech rate.
Faster. Fastest. Slowest. Faster. Faster.
And just adjust that to what's best for the individual. If I have questions on words when I'm working in a document, I can just highlight the word or select the word, click on the dictionary, and then
Compliance. Noun.
Okay, it gives me the definition of compliance. I can read that definition.
1. Acquiescence or conformity. I acted in compliance with your request. An ordinance in compliance with state law.
Okay, I don't know what ordinance is, so I might want to double click on that.
Noun.
and that's going to give me the definition of ordinance, and I can keep doing that throughout the until I get the understanding that I need. Um, Other features of this, if you did want to create a large print document, if you needed that for an individual, if you go back to the size button and adjust this to the size that works for that individual. If this is the size that works, if you print this out, it's going to be in that size when the document prints out. One thing it won't do is it won't print the graphics. Those are actually stripped out automatically when processes this document. However, it will give you just the text view, and it will not print the color as well. So it will be black text on a white background. While we're on the point of making accessible documents like large print documents, you can also go to File and then Save to Audio if you wanted to create an audio CD of something. And that's going to give you the ability to create an accessible document that way. Let's look at some other features that are available in WYNN. The next one is writing. So I'm going to start a new document. I'm going to go to File, New, and I've got a blank document now. So I'm going to do a couple writing tasks. The first one is I'm just going to start typing, and let's listen along as we start typing.
I am looking for a position as a technician. I'm looking for a position as a technician.
So one of the first things you're going to notice with WYNN is that when you type, it speaks to you. And in fact, it's speaking every word. I can go into settings and select speech settings and adjust that if I want to. It's also, when I press period at the end of the sentence, it'll read the whole sentence back to me. So that's another feature within the WYNN program. Then other features that can be benefit is a special feature that we call word prediction. And I'm going to go up to my tools, and select word prediction. And when I do this, now as I type, it's going to predict out words for me. So here we go. I am thinking of a sentence, so I'm looking for a position as a technician. I have 10 years experience is the next sentence I want to write. So I'm going to start typing that. So notice as I press H for have, I get a dialog up here, and I can use my mouse and select have, or I could press F function 3, F3. So I want to say 10, T for 10. So in this case, there it goes. I could press select it.
10.
And then now it's logical. I'm going to select the next one, years, and then I want to say experience. So there we go. So I can type EXP experience. And then it selects experience for me.
Experience. I have 10 years experience.
So that's another feature, which is, again, what I called word prediction. And I got that from the Tools menu. Finally, if I wanted to edit my document, another feature in Tools is I can go in and select homophones. And what the homophones will do is search for homophones that are in the document. So in this case, it found one, have. And it gives me the definition of have. I could read that definition. I can also look at the other one.
To divide it to 2 equal parts to share equally.
No, that doesn't sound right.
To possess, own to experience. To possess, own to experience. Feel to contain or include to be obliged to think about, or hold in mind to give birth to get or receive to endure, or put up with to cause to happen.
That sounds like the right definition, so I will keep that the way it is. So I'm going to close that out. And that's another great editing tool that is available in the WYNN program. So we see a couple of things that are really helpful within WYNN. And a final one is accessing the web with WYNN. So I'm going to click on Go to Web. In this case, I just went to a Kaiser Permanente website. I could change that if I wanted to. Let's just go to Google. There we go. Okay, so we're in a Google website, and what you're noticing here is that the whole screen is grayed out, and basically only the text that we're looking for is highlighted there. Another thing that you're noticing is when I put my mouse over something,
Search. Images.
It actually reads what's under my mouse. So that's also another really helpful tool that is available within WYNN. I'm going to close this page, go back to our document, and that is the quick overview of working with the WYNN program.